what's in my train case slash vanity case video. This isn't all my makeup, but it's kind of what I grab for every day, or what I would possibly grab for every day. So I do have other things such as palettes and a few items that are repurchases, but I haven't run out of them yet, so they're kind of there for when I have run out. So yes, I didn't kind of know how to do this video. I didn't know whether to kind of show you the vanity case or just pick and do kind of like a tour and then show you what's in there and point and say, or just kind of sit here and pick up this is whoops. So I did ask a lot of people on Twitter, but then I removed the tweet and all that because I was just getting so many comments, it was unreal. And most of you said do an intro and outro and then kind of do a tour as you go. So I thought, right, I'm going to do that. Plus I think it's good because I don't have to talk too much. Well, I do, because okay, scrap that. But I don't have to be on camera that much, which is always nice. Something I'm kind of unsure about is that at the bottom of my vanity case is all my makeup. So my whole not makeup, is all my nail varnish, so my nail varnish collection. But I thought if you wanted to see that, I'll do that as a separate video, because if people don't want to see that, then I'm kind of putting two videos in one, if that makes sense. So I'll just split that up. So if you want to see a nail varnish collection, do let me know down below. I feel really silly though, because I've seen some absolutely huge makeup collections and mine's kind of very small, but that's okay. I'll just make a different one and I can be different and relatable, because I know a lot of people don't have wardrobes full of makeup basically. I think you'll know who I'm talking about. So I don't kind of know what to refer it to. In this video I'm referring to it as a vanity case because in America they call it a train case, but I just call it my makeup box. But yes, a lot of it is e.l.f. products, so do be prepared for that, but there is a lot of others. There's not that much e.l.f. because a lot of the e.l.f. stuff is in a different box, because that's kind of products I don't reach for every day and repurchases, I guess. So things that when I have run out, they'll be there. So if you want to see what's in my vanity case, then keep watching. So this is my vanity case slash train case, and as you can see it is leopard print, but I hope you can hear me okay, because obviously I'm not talking directly at the camera and the window's open, it's quite windy outside. So in here is just kind of a fraction of my makeup, and I may have already said that in the intro, but today is in fact a different day because the sun wasn't really shining, but all my palettes and the rest of my makeup are kind of somewhere else, and I may do a makeup collection very soon. So when you first open it, it looks like this, and then obviously you do that and the other side. So I'm just going to go through this. It may be really messy in here, I apologise, but in this one, like this little tray, if you would call it a tray, which I would, is kind of all the stuff I use on my eyes. So here is, I don't really know what I would call this, but this is what I use in the inner corner of my eye. I use the silver one. I would say it's kind of a gel eyeliner, but I've had this since I was about 5, so it's very old and I wouldn't know what to call it. But I am on the hunt for something else, because obviously this is going to run out soon. Here I have an e.l.f. double pencil sharpener, and that was about £2.50. Here is a Natural Collection eyeshadow in crushed walnut, and I use that for my eyebrows. I don't know if I said, but everything in here is kind of things that I would possibly reach for every day, so yes. So on this, here is my Lancome, what are they called? Eyelash curler, there you go. Here's my Lancome eyelash curler, and this is like really good and very amazing. It is a bit pricey, I seem to remember, but it's worth it. So on this side are all my eyeliner pens, and right at the very end is an MUA Extreme liner, and out of all of them I think that is probably the worst, but it's not bad, but out of all of them it comes like third, if that makes any sense, because I guess it was the cheapest. And then here I have Studio Marker liner pen, and this has been in many of my favourites, and this is like amazing to me. I definitely recommend that. I got that in a beauty box. And then here I have the Topshop liner pen, and this was about £8, and if you can't afford this one then I definitely recommend this one. I find this one a bit more pigmented anyway. Here I have an e.l.f. mineral eyeliner. This is kind of in between a kohl pencil and a liner pen, I would say, and all of those are black. Then here I have, it's the Barry M kohl pencil in number 2, and that's just a brown, and I sometimes use that on my waterline. And then next to it is kind of a white shimmery pencil, and I sometimes use that on my waterline also because that just brightens the eyes. And then here is, what am I pointing at? This is very difficult. Here is a NYX jumbo pencil, and it's in pots and pans, and it's a silver, and I tried to use that in my inner corner, but it didn't it wasn't very pigmented, but I still like it. Here is e.l.f.'s mascara primer, as it says, and this is like a white mascara, and it just acts as a primer, and it just lengthens your lashes, and I just think it's amazing, and I definitely really recommend that one. Another thing I also recommend and absolutely love is this Rimmel Glamized Day to Night mascara, and everyone on YouTube raves about it, and it has the length and then the volume, and it's just amazing. And then here are some very grotty looking, well, one of them is grotty looking. These are e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascaras. As you can see, I've used this one quite a lot. And then next to it I just have, for when that runs out. I do have a lot of kind of duplicates, but they're just away, but I just decided to put 2 in here. And then over here is a tiny little Lancome brown eyeliner, because when I lost my Barry M one I found this one, so yes. So that is the eye tray, things that I would possibly reach for every day. So now for the little face tray, I have the unnecessarily huge e.l.f. high definition powder, and I absolutely love this. I use this to kind of set the base makeup. If I don't wear foundation, which I normally don't, I'll use this, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder, and these are all in like the lightest shades, by the way, so that I've either like ivory or translucent, and I'll either use this and then that, or my foundation and then that, so it'll just set whatever I have on my base. So yes, that's that. And then I just talked about that briefly. I've used that powder since the beginning and I absolutely love it. Here is an e.l.f. The little thing is scratched off, but this is just an e.l.f. pressed powder, and this is in ivory. And I have the small one so that I can take it to sixth form with me, so I don't have to take this huge one. And here, peeking under it, are 2 e.l.f. concealers, and they're both in ivory, and the reason I have 2 there is just because they fitted nicely, I suppose. But to see which one I am using, I think, okay, it's not that one. I put a little blob of nail varnish on to let me know which one I am using. Here is a Face Atelier sample that I bought, and I've mentioned this before, and that is the Ultra Foundation in Porcelain. And here is the actual full-size bottle, which I did purchase because I loved it so much. And this is the foundation I'm kind of using at the moment if I do wear it. And yeah, so it's Ultra Foundation in Porcelain, and I absolutely love it. So I've been wearing that recently in my videos if you wanted to know. And then this is my other foundation, and it's completely been, oh no it hasn't, it's Lichner, I think, if that's how you pronounce it, blend of porcelain, and I absolutely love this. It's really good for full coverage. That's only about £2.50, so it's the cheapest foundation I've ever come across that actually works. So that is the top 2 done. So if I do this one's always kind of on the wonk. I don't know if you can see that, but that's okay. So this is kind of like my cheek section, and that's just a little mirror that I have there. So here is my everyday blush. Like, I will reach for this mostly every day, and a lot of you ask about my blush, and it is this one. And it's the MUA Professional Mosaic blush in English Rose, and I really recommend this. If you can see that, I kind of swirl my brush all over it for my blush, and then this colour there and that colour there, just the kind of lighter colours, is the colour I've been using recently as a highlight. So I just use it on my cheekbones because I've been having so many questions about it, so I thought I would let you know. But I also use the two kind of lavender shades as a highlight also. And this is only about £2.50 or £2.99, so I really recommend that, and I just love it. I can't even believe how good it is. So yeah, that's Mosaic Blush in English Rose, and you can get those from Superdrug or online. Here is the e.l.f. blush and contour, no, what is it? The contouring blush and bronzing powder. So on one side is just a blush and the other side a bronzer. So it just looks like this, but the light isn't very good, so I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'm sorry if my voice is kind of a bit wobbly, but I'm losing it, so on the left is the blush and the right the bronzer. Here I have a couple more e.l.f. blushes, and this is in Flushed, and these were just the £1.50 ones. So I'm sure you've seen these in my huge e.l.f. hauls already. And this is in Glow. And they're really cheap and really good, just handy to have if you want to kind of change up your colour. And here is a sample of Face Atelier's my hands are really shaking. I'd say Facade Go Diva, and it's just a lip and cheek tint, and I use it mainly on my cheeks just for a kind of natural glow, I guess. It looks really red in the pot, but it's really not. It looks more natural, just like you're embarrassed or a natural flush. So yeah, I really like that. Here are a few bronzers, and this is an e.l.f. bronzer in Sunkissed, so just a natural kind of bronzed glow. And underneath it is the bronzer that I was using like in the beginning of my videos, and this is just a Natural Collection bronzer in Golden Glow. As you can see, it's very dirty, but yeah, I used to swear by this in the summer, so I absolutely love it. So under that is just kind of a blush that I used to use at school. So it was just a kind of natural one because at school we weren't really allowed to wear too much makeup. And this is a Tesco one, so it's the All About Face range, and it's in Rose. So yeah, I really like that. But if I'd have known about this, I'd have worn this because I absolutely swear by it. It's my absolute favourite, as you can probably tell. So here is another e.l.f. blush, and this is from the Mineral. Can you see my hands are shaking so bad? This is from the Mineral line, and it is in Plum. If you can see that, so it's kind of just a purpley, plummy red, but when it's on the cheeks, you have to go quite lightly with this because if you put a lot on, then you'll be very red / embarrassed, because that's what it looks like, and it's just very red. Whoops. So if I can't believe this, it was actually quite tidy and organised, and now it's not. So underneath, I don't know if you can see all my kind of nail products, and I know this is a train case tour, but I know they are in here, but I thought I would do a separate video on my nail varnish stuff simply because some people might not want to see it. So if you do want to see it, let me know in the comments below. So if we lift and move the eye tray, here is my lip stuff, and again, this is kind of what I would possibly use every day. I have so many, like, it's ridiculous the amount of lip products I do have, but yeah, these are the possible ones. I think if I moved that, I think if I moved that it would look much neater, but has to be there. So firstly, this is Cherry Carmex, and it's just in a little pot like this, and this was in my favourites this month, and I absolutely love it. It smells delicious, so it tingles your lips a little bit, so at first you're like, oh my goodness, what's happening, but it is nice. So yeah, that is my first kind of lip product, and I'll carry on with the salves. So this is a rose petal salve, and I think I got this in a glossy box or some kind of beauty box, and this is kind of like a girly Vaseline, I would say, so the box is really pretty. This retails for about £5, which I think is really good because it does work really well, and it's pink, if you can see that, and yeah. So I'll just put these on the side because there are stuff underneath it. And the next one is e.l.f.'s Conditioning Lip Balm, which is SPF 15. And this is in the colour, I don't know. This is just a plummy colour, plummy reddy colour, if you can see that. So if your lips are sore, it will still kind of add colour to your lips, which I really like about it. The Carmex is the cheapest out of all of them, and I would say it's the best, so I definitely recommend these out of the three. Okay, so to the actual lipsticks, a lot of them are e.l.f. actually, that I would use every day. So this one is Natural Nymph, as you can see, and I think it's from one of the professional lines. I think so, but this is basically is a pinky concealer. It's very nude, so I'd wear this if I had like quite a dramatic eye, which is every day, but I don't wear this every day obviously. But yeah, this is just a very nude, and it can kind of make you look a little bit ill, but I still like it. And then the other one I have over here is Runway Pink, and this is kind of just a muted baby pink, I would say. The colour's coming up as it is. My hand is so shaking, what are you doing? But yeah, this was in the same line as the other one, and this is quite a popular colour actually. I know a lot of people that use this. So the two here are probably my most used. This one is Natural, and this is what I've been wearing every single day, and it's an e.l.f. matte lip colour, again in Natural, and this is what I've been wearing recently, and it's just the kind of pinky colour. It's kind of the same as Runway Pink, but this one's more matte. So yeah, this is what I've been wearing every day, and I absolutely love it. The other one is again a matte lip colour, but this one is in Tea Rose, and this is the kind of purple colour that I used to wear every day, and I still wear this but just not as much, but I absolutely love this one. Here is a lip liner, and this again is an e.l.f. one, and it's in Rose. This is just a rosy pink, but I've done swatches in many e.l.f. hauls with this, so I'm sure you've seen that before. Again, I'm sorry, this is an e.l.f. one, and it's a longwear lip liner in Mauve Luxe or Mauve Luxe. And as you can see, it's just kind of a mauve colour. I don't know if you pronounce it mauve or mauve, no one has yet corrected me, but it just looks like that. Okay, so these 6 lipsticks, I actually did a whole video on them, and they are the 6 new e.l.f. lip colours, and they are just in the normal line, so they are £1.50 each. And if you want to see swatches of any of them or what they look like actually on the lips, I did a video on it, so it's called like exclusive 6 new lip colours or something. But I would go for these every day, except the red one, but I do like to wear the red. There's a hot pink, there's kind of a natural, there's an orange, there's a hot pink, I already said that. I like this one, this is kind of like a Barbie pink, and that's just a nude. If we move along here, the brand name has kind of worn off, so I don't know who it is, but if you just search Orange Spice, if you like the look of this one, this is just an orange, as the name would suggest. I really like orange lipsticks a lot, so I'm going to have to wear one in a video someday, but that was that. I think the name is Laura something, if I am, or Deborah, I can't remember. And then at the end down here are 2 Natural Collection lipsticks, and these are the old favourites that are just beautiful. So there's the little logo, and this one is in Rose Petal, and at the moment in my most recent videos, like today's and the last one, the time before that, I actually wear Rose Petal over the top of Natural, and this is just a pink, if you can see that. So if you like to have nudish lips but with a hint of pink, I definitely recommend Rose Petal. And the other Natural Collection lipstick is in Apple Blossom, but the label has kind of been ripped off. So this is kind of the set. Oh my goodness, this looks ridiculous. I would describe this very much the same as Rose Petal, but just a bit more nude, and I'm sorry that looks absolutely grotesque, but I have used it a lot. This one's very nude with a tiny hint of pink, whereas Rose Petal is nude with a lot of pink. So yeah, that is my lipsticks that I would possibly wear every day. And again, this was really neat, but now it's just a bit Bleh. So that is the contents of the actual makeup in my train case, and I will, here we go, you can see the little things peeking out, but I hopefully will do a nail varnish collection very soon if you would like, so definitely let me know down below. So that was everything in my vanity case slash train case, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!